Hello everybody, it's Ultimate Clay and this is the Ultimate Update 2. And yeah, I can't believe I think I should echo that, fine. Anyways, when it comes to the second Ultimate Update that I'm busting out, there is some good news, kind of, and pretty much there is some horrible bad news that will pretty much last until like the end of January and stuff. I might pretty much start with the bad news first. Because the bad news is like remember like my capture card and most of the stuff on my computer pretty much broke down and stuff. Well, my capture card's pretty much done for good. So, and I was really hoping to pretty much record more Super Mario Galaxy 2 stuff and more stuff on whatever. Like, I was thinking about, can't wait for pretty much recording more Super Mario Galaxy 2 since there is an after game of that game and stuff, but unfortunately my capture card broke down, my computer just so much stuff that it kind of gone kaplooey and I got to clean it all. A whole lot of stuff is gone, especially my recording stuff. I feel rotten, this feels stupid. It's all that bad news like pretty much a whole lot of stuff was taken off my computer and my capture card broke down, and because of all that it kind of stopped me for recording and stuff until I get bust out enough money in order to like replace all that stuff with new stuff. And yeah, so I won't even so there's and to make matters worse, pretty much I'll be getting the money in order to bust out some new stuff to replace my old broken stuff. After aside from cleaning my computer, is that I'll pretty much like come at like February and stuff, so I won't be recording since like somewhere in February instead of January, which is quite sad. But the good news, pretty much the good news in order to fix it, is that the good news is that I got a Wii U. Well, I'm not that dickish, I'm not Proton John here. It's just that, well, I got a Wii U for Christmas, and it was actually quite great and stuff. So I might pretty much, like, buy a capture card and stuff that might work very well with my Wii U. Pretty much one of those live gaming portable-less and stuff, rather than just getting a normal capture card for my Wii and stuff, so I can have more better gaming experience and stuff, and I might improve my videos coming in February, and improve my gaming, and pretty much improve your liking to my LP and stuff. But pretty much more good news is that I was really thinking of. That wasn't a real deal good news of me getting a Wii U and stuff, because I gotta care about you guys, my good awesome fans. It's just that the good news is that through all the time that I've been pretty much waiting on stuff to like get fixed and stuff, there is still this one LP, still this one game, this one Let's Play that I totally forgot that I almost didn't even forgot to pretty much like do and stuff. One unfinished LP out of a couple of my LPs that we just done so far, and that is my very first one, Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. Now, and not to worry, I pretty much like fixed everything. I fixed the mandatory missions. I didn't fix them. Well, I really did all the mandatory. It's just that I fixed all the missions. I kept a whole lot of missionary items. Now, there's a couple of people that might be wondering about Final Fantasy Tactics Advance that I actually did not solve about the answers of those questions. Is there a different cutscene of pretty much Bypass not being dead, lie down, pretty much on the final mission of the game, after you pretty much do that one mission where you get Bypass? Well, to answer that, unfortunately, no. That cutscene will always be there, because basically, in order to pretty much get that mission, in order to get Bypass, you need to pretty much like beat the game by rocking that other mission, the final boss mission and stuff. So that's one way to deal with it. Now, another thing I'd like to talk about the game and stuff is that while I was pretty much fixing a whole lot of missions and stuff, and was trying to keep all my mission items. Also, one thing to warn you before I pretty much get to this interesting subject right here. Pretty much in order, like, if you really want to 100% Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, you need to do all the missions. You need to do like a whole lot of the patch missions, and pretty much all the missions up to 300 missions. With all of its mighty crazy to patch missions, without like throwing away for no reason mission items, because I can't remember if I said mission items were important or not in an episode, in a real episode, like during DLP of Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, that I said that mission items are important or not. I can't remember. I didn't even know I didn't even talk about them at all. But just to warn you, pretty much rock the entire game without just throwing away mission items for no reason. Because later on in the after game of this, you will need pretty much every mission item you need to get in order to pretty much rock the patch missions and the rest of the engagement missions of the game. Jeez, I'm really stuttering a lot. Because basically, in the after game, there will be missions that will say that you need like a mission item, like an item for the mission in order to pretty much like do the mission. They're gonna start saying that you're pretty much gonna need an item in order to pretty much rock this mission during the after game and stuff. And many people pretty much have problems with that in the game and stuff. Like, you pretty much be like missing an item. Like, you can be rocking pretty much all the way up to 298 or 97 and stuff, and then there will be still this one single patch mission where you need an item, but unfortunately you can't pretty much got the item because you either throw it away or replace it with another mission item. So you basically screw up your 300 mission mark 100% in this game because you throw away a single mission item. That can happen. That can really happen. And when it comes to pretty much rocking this entire game 100%ing it all without throwing away a whole lot of mission items for like no reason at all, it's the game specifically, when 100%ing Final Fantasy Tactics Advance is basically a trial with no error or you're screwed. Like, there is a trial with no error. Like, you need to flawlessly rock it out and stuff, because if you pretty much can't get the missionary items for the dispatch or engaging mission, then no other new missions will pretty much appear after. And another way in order to get more missions and stuff, like pretty much during the after game, like when you reach the 250 marks, is that you're pretty much gonna need a whole lot of clan turf and stuff. Like, you need pretty much like clan turf, a whole lot of clan turf. Like, you need to pretty much control all the cities that you can control so far in the game that they want you to control, and then pretty much get new missions out of what you can only control so far in the after game and stuff, or in the game particular. And if you do that, you pretty much get more missions and stuff. More clan turf means more missions. So you need clan turf that you can just possibly get, that they want you to possibly get in the after game and stuff in order to get more missions, and then you can get more clan turf and then more missions. And that's basically how the pattern goes, without sacrificing or throwing away that much mission items or even replacing them. However, now this one thing I want to pretty much bust out, another thing about the game, is that when I was trying to fix all those missions by keeping my mission items and stuff and getting up to that point where I need to start recording new missions of Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, guess what I got? Out of a whole lot of time, after a whole lot of time being lazy and not pretty much busting out this job, remember that one job that I did not show in the entire game nor the LP? Pretty much not in the game anyhow. Remember that one job I was just talking about, yet pretty much did not use nor get? AKA the Morpher? Well, I finally got another Morpher. But it's just not any other Morpher. It's just the funniest named, interestingly named also, Morpher I ever had. And it was Clay. My nickname. Yeah, they really pretty much done it to me and stuff. Like, I really had it coming. Like, I pretty much got the Morpher name Clay and stuff. That's so interesting, because it's like my nickname. It's like, even though he's a Niramu and stuff, like, we're actually connected, like we're something. Like, he's a part of me since he's like my nickname and stuff. I pretty much got a little clan membership request for another Morpher named Major and stuff, and that kind of got me thinking, like, pretty much as they pretty much give the other clan members for membership, like when they get all the other people for membership from all the other jobs, not counting the Morpher, they just give them like what the hell names and stuff, like those type of names that you just like to say, okay man, like, what is your name? Why is your name like that and stuff? And doesn't even refer to Japanese stuff. Like, oh my gosh, they get like weird names. But like only to that Morpher job, they have some awesome, crazy, like interesting names like Clay and Major and stuff. Like, who the hell named you Major? Jeez, I should have just got you instead of Clay, man. Well, but unfortunately, I can't bust out the pick for Major and stuff. But just to know he's really in the game and stuff. Yeah, the issue I had is that they repeat the names. Like, you can pretty much have a name for a teammate on your side and stuff, but then your enemy on one of the engaging missions or just battles or stuff might pretty much have a name that was from your team member in another save file, so that's a little awkward. Well, it's not a little awkward, it's just something to fight about, a little detail to fight about. And aside from that, I know this other thing that I would also like to point out that I just did when I was fixing up on Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, is that I know this thing sounds a little pointless, but it's just a little Easter egg in reference to, I pretty much got another fencer for pretty much no reason at all, except that she was a good starting level named Rosaline, just to kind of make that good reference to certain character that should have been a year for her, but yeah, everybody's like thinking of Year of Waluigi. But hey, check out Nintendo Direct to see what I just see about the year of that person I was just making a reference to. And it's not that hard of what I'm pretty much making a reference to. It's just the name of that fencer that I just picked up for almost no reason but that. Like, what the hell, man? What is wrong with you? Ugh. I'm just being both an awesome nerd and just awesome. It's called being a geek, okay? So, yeah, that's basically all that I'd like to talk about Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. I pretty much done really well with the game. It took me about a week. Pretty much the first working week. Like, starting at, like, January 4th, 2014, in order to pretty much, like, get back at Final Fantasy Tactics Advance and fix all that crack so I can pretty much record a whole more stuff and just finish the game already. And which I've been on that game like pretty much until my game time is over with my mom and stuff. Like, it took me pretty much 7 days and pretty much 8 to 7 hours, minusing a couple since I got other stuff with school like sports and track. It just took me pretty much like it pretty much took me about a week in order to pretty much fix everything and pretty much get to the point that I continue on with the videos of Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. About a week and stuff, and I've been on that game like forever and stuff. Not getting a single break just to bust out Super Mario Strikers Charge and stuff. Pretty much playing as easy whatever and stuff, or playing my new game for my Wii U, like Super Mario Brothers U, Super Luigi U. Kind of end Super Mario Brothers U. I pretty much did not end Super Luigi U, however. I actually 100% the game, Super Mario Brothers U. But yeah, that's also good. But one thing I also like to talk about is that I also have other good news and stuff. Is that on the verge of me pretty much getting back to recording and being a little more confident and powering myself up. I'd like to give a big I just like to give a shout out, pretty much a big shout out anyways, to One Agent and One Cracker for pretty much being my first real active subscriber to my channel, other than my other people, and this one guy that's actually my friend in my high school that just subscribed to me because he pretty much know who I am. I like the many kids in my high school because I just want to keep my awesome fame a secret. Well, my starting fame is a secret. It's starting, man. But yeah, shout out to One Agent and One Cracker for being my first active subscriber other than this one friend of my high school. And I also like to give another big shout out to him for pretty much setting me up with this small YouTube group. I mean, well, this small, the little channel, the little YouTube channels group called Clapbombers. Yeah, on Facebook and stuff. That's actually a cool name and stuff. Clapbombers. Jeez, it sounds like pretty much one of those games like Young Money and stuff. Young Moolah, baby! Or Clap. And that's what I pretty much think about. When I think about Clapbombers, I think about like Young Moolah, baby. And then when I think about that, I think about Dwayne Carter. When I think about Dwayne Carter, I just think about the songs. And never mind about that. I'm just going berserk right here. And when I just think about that, I just think of, okay, I'm really killing myself here right now. But yeah, once again, shout out to One Agent One Cracker for being not only my first active subscriber, but also helping me out joining the Clapbombers, which is pretty much a Facebook group for like small YouTube channel stuff, mostly LPers, starting ones and stuff. And I pretty much got to join so I can pretty much get hooked up by many people in there and stuff, so I can pretty much get popular and start my fame and stuff. And it kind of makes sense because when it comes to those two good newses and stuff of getting back at Final Fantasy Tactics Advance and getting hooked up to Clapbombers and stuff and try to get popular and awesome and stuff, it's just that the reason why I pretty much put those two good news into play right now with this recording stuff I had is that I just don't want to start the awesome ultimate year of 2014 by in Chugga's reference,
by doing absolutely nothing!
Yeah, and I just want to pretty much do something awesome right now and stuff. Like, we need to start awesome, I need to start hard, and I just really need to live my New Year's revolution that I just made at the end of 2013 to just become famous through YouTube and being an LPer and pretty much be visible to everybody, and the world will love me just like the world loves Chugga Conroy for being the best as he can be. I don't know. So pretty much that's how my good news and my other good news will pretty much work and stuff. And well, there's this other bad news that kind of worries me, is that there is a chance that I might not get the pack of money I need in order to pretty much, like, you know, get the pack of money I need from my mom over a job in order to pretty much, like, replace all my old capture cards and other stuff into new awesome stuff that I can record for my Wii U and stuff, and just get back at Super Mario Galaxy 2 and some other Let's Play I might have next to Super Mario Galaxy 2. Anyways, otherwise, if I actually do get back at Super Mario Galaxy 2, I'm saying it's actually going to switch to from a primary Let's Play to a secondary LP, because I have another Let's Play in mind that will just become my new LP, my new primary LP, whereas Super Mario Galaxy 2 will become my second. Because the after game of Super Mario Galaxy 2, not to spoil it that much, if you pretty much marathon the after game of Super Mario Galaxy 2, it's that quick and stuff, like, it's that easy. So it'll be a little quick to pretty much rock that one. As for my primary Let's Play, I'm not, sadly for you, I'm not gonna spoil it and stuff. I'm not that doopy. But saying that if I might not record Super Mario Galaxy 2, it might be because I might not bust out the money in order to pretty much bust out a whole lot of new stuff, like a new capture card to record my Wii U for that LP and another LP. And if all that fails and pretty much explodes and stuff and just crash down in the plains, well, then I have this one other suggestion in mind that some of you might like, some of you might hate or don't like at all. And overall, I'm so not gonna like it. And even though it's actually awesome, but I know it's awesome to you, but I don't like it for me. And that one thing, that one backup thing, just to keep me in YouTube, is the Road of Mother. And pretty much how the Road of Mother is that I'm basically gonna do a single Let's Play each of Mother, Earthbound, and Earthbound 2, or Mother, Mother 2, and Mother 3 on my computer as RAMs. And I don't feel comfortable with pretty much doing that because Lord knows that I might not pretty much survive pretty much doing no death run of all those 3 games and stuff. That's how hard they are, especially Mother 1 and this, well, pretty much 2 parts of Mother 3. It's just, and their ROMs and stuff. Like, I don't want to pretty much like pursue ROMs as an LP and stuff because I kind of think that they're pretty much they're scary and stuff, and might scary to copyright me and totally screw me up and stuff and screw up everything and stuff. I don't feel comfortable doing that backup plan. But if all else fails, I'll pretty much try that. Even though this will be the end of me, but regardless, at least I go out fighting. I go out fighting! Okay, I should just stop now. Anyways, this is my ultimate update of pretty much talking about what will happen now, and yeah, that's it. So, if you like this ultimate update, subscribe to my channel, big little button, like this video, watch my other videos, if there are gonna be any other videos. Well, there are other videos, and I'm just saying that if there are going to be any other new videos, other than getting back at Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. And pretty much if you're satisfied with my other old videos, and hope for new ones, then hit a like on those videos, okay? This has been Ultimate Clay, and this has been an Ultimate Update 2. This has been Ultimate Update 2. And I'll see you guys, hopefully back at Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, and hopefully back at Super Mario Galaxy 2 on this one Let's Play I have in mind. And you can feel free to pretty much commentate of what you have in mind for a new Let's Play, other than Super Mario Galaxy 2 once I'm done with Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. So, goodbye. And once again, thanks, One Agent, One Cracker, and the Clapbombers.